Thanks very much, Emily, for that lovely welcome. Can I start by acknowledging that this incredible meeting tonight, this incredible excitement that's happening on the traditional land of the Gadigal people, and just thank them for their custodianship of land for about 60,000 years. I want to particularly acknowledge Aboriginal elders who are here, Aboriginal people who are in the room, and thank you very much for your support and involvement for this very, very important program. And of course, we just heard about some of the programs that were going on. I thank you for that, but also I want to acknowledge Dame Marie Bashir. How good is she in terms of supporting our Indigenous Australians? It's incredible, incredible. I don't think it's appropriate for a minister to say I love the ex-governor, but I do love the ex-governor. My parliamentary colleagues, particularly I warmly welcome all of you who were referred to a little earlier, and I thank you for that. And I think Walt Secord's been heavily involved as well, and I want to acknowledge Walt as well for his involvement. You know, in my time in public life, probably the thing that has excited me most is actually having an involvement and the opportunity to support the Aboriginal community in New South Wales, indeed Australia, but particularly to see the work that is going on with such incredible groups as the Shalom Gamarada, who are their 15th year, I think now, but 10 years out from the first doctor that's graduated. Amazing. Because what I've seen is great love, great goodwill to support those who we know can become leaders amongst the Aboriginal community. When I was Attorney General, I'd only been, I think, a month, and I got a call from some of the senior lawyers in Sydney, and they said to me, we're having a night on a ferry for all of our young Aboriginal students, our law students. And I was supposed to be doing something at another function that night, but there was no way they were going to keep me away from that. I love the fact that we have professional people as well as those in the community who are supporting and so committed to ensuring that Aboriginal people in this state, in this country, get every opportunity they can. Only a couple of years ago I had the pleasure, I wasn't anymore the Attorney General, but I presented an award to Alistair Ferguson. Is he in the room tonight by any chance? No, not tonight, but Alistair Ferguson from Burke. And I remember just thinking how proud I was that Alistair, who's leading a community-led energy and approach to trying to make sure that that community gets so much better and so many more opportunities. Wherever I go, I see goodwill, and I want to say that Shalom Gamarada is just one of the amazing standouts within that. Some years ago, Marie Bashir would remember, the Honourable Dame Marie Bashir would remember that we were up in Moree on a terrible night, actually. 9/11 was the eve of the night, but the night was fantastic earlier on because we were there with the Aboriginal community, and she and the wonderful, now sadly passed away Nick, but Nick Shahady had been there and attending a crockfest. And what we loved about that was the fact that we had Aboriginal barristers, Aboriginal doctors, Aboriginal people who had been supported to get into education and were now supporting the kids. And actually the next generation were coming through and seeing, we can do that, we can do that. Emily, to have you and to hear you here tonight and to know that Gamarada has been instrumental in your opportunities. A proud Wiradjuri woman from Parkes, I think. Where have you gone, Emily? Yeah, Wiradjuri woman, I think? Yeah. I'm just delighted. In fact, I don't know whether you know this, but the former colleague here in the New South Wales Parliament, who's now in the Federal Parliament, Linda Burney, is also an Aboriginal woman, but a Wiradjuri woman. She's not of my political ilk, but that's okay. I love her anyway. She's fantastic. And to have her here and then to see her go to the Parliament, the Federal Parliament, and be able to not only speak for non-Indigenous but also Indigenous people, fantastic. You know, I grew up in a community that I didn't get to know too many Aboriginal people. I knew a few, but not many. I did grow up in a community, though, where I spent quite a bit of time with my mate going to shul and suffering the ignominy of having to eat gefilte fish. There are some things you just don't... No. And so I have a sense of the family and the culture that comes with the Jewish community. And that great sense of making sure we're going to get there and do great things is also, I think, what drives Shalom Gamarada. But they're doing it now also for others in the community, particularly, obviously, for Aboriginal people here. And I just want to thank particularly the trustees. I want to thank Iola for all the work she does in terms of the guidance. I'd like to thank the partnership they have with UNSW, my old university. Eileen Baldry and the others who are here tonight, thank you for being so supportive. Shalom College has had a very proud history for many, many years and has produced very many amazing people. Emily, you're going to be one of them, okay? You are going to be one of them. I want to thank you.
Can I say, one of our graduates is Justice Kelly Reese, who's a graduate from Shalom College in my early days.
There's a bit of pride going on there, that's good, yep. As I said, there are some fantastic people who have come out of Shalom College. So I just want to thank everybody who has brought this together. I want to thank the trustees, and particularly I want to thank the supporters of the trust, because this requires support from those who have it in their hearts to do exactly what we as a community should be doing here in Australia. So thank you very much. Can I encourage those donors to continue donating and to continue supporting? Now finally, I just want to say that Emily got the first scholarship last year from out west. But this year I can announce again that the government will be kicking in another scholarship this year. Thank you. This year it's going to target the Murrumbidgee area, and we believe that we'll be able to find some incredible talent down there who will want to actually engage in the pursuit of academic studies in one area or another, but it's particularly from our point of view in health. We've actually been doing a lot of work to try and get more health Aboriginal workers generally, and I think it's up to about 3,300 or so now, and I think there's give or take about 129, 28 doctors. So around about 900 or closing in on it for nurses and midwives. So keen to do lots more. Folks, thank you so much for letting me to come and share with you tonight. Congratulations to all those who've supported Gamarada, and let's go ahead and make sure that there is so much more that we can all do together. Thank you so much. Can I just say quickly, you may or may not have noticed that there's a bill that's causing a bit of excitement in the community, and unfortunately I have a meeting at 7:30, so if you suddenly see me disappear, I'm staying till at the last possible minute, but I have to go out to look at various amendments that are coming into the House tomorrow. The House is still sitting and I'm still working, so although I love being here, I do have to go and do some work, but I'm going to stay here as long as possible. Thank you again, everybody. Great work.
Thank you, Minister Hazzard, for your continued support of the program, and particularly tonight for the introduction of a new scholarship. We look forward to working with the Ministry to identify a candidate and, of course, welcoming them into our Shalom Gamarada community. So thank you.